happening, guys? Gemma here and back again for another video, and I really need to make this. I really need to get this off my chest and let you guys know some information about my thoughts on PUBG on the PlayStation 4. As we know, it was launched in March 2017 on PC in early access. I discovered it in June of the same year, and I had a really good 6 months really enjoying PUBG, having some great fun on streams, building an audience. Everybody really got into it. The adrenaline was fantastic, and I will say that it was my first experience of a Battle Royale game. Then we started to see some flaws in Bluehole, aka what I like to call blue tits. In Bluehole's promises of a new map, the desert map. It's going to come out this week, it's going to come out this week, no it's not, it's going to come out this next week, no it's not. So there were some flaws towards the end of 2017 in what Bluehole were promising. Now before this, they'd amassed an absolute ton of money from sales on Steam. It was one of the most popular played games on Steam for quite some time. It had a launch on the Xbox One, quite possibly and arguably a disastrous launch on the Xbox One, as Digital Foundry again even ran tests on the frame rate on the X, and it dipped below 10 frames per second on the X. Now, fast forward, we've parked that, we're going to fast forward to right now. I only paid a £5 for this, so I just want to make that clear. You might be thinking, well, why are you buying it? Why are you buying it? Paid £5 for this, okay. Now, I want to like this game, and before I played this game, I watched Dreamcast Guys Does It Suck episode, and I'm like baffled as to why the fuck on that video he said this is the best port on the PS, this is the best port on the... No, it's not the best port at all. It is awful. You've clearly never played PUBG from way back when. I own it on the Xbox. I've spent an absolute fortune on this thing over the years, and I think I've played enough hours to say that PUBG on the PlayStation 4 is a fucking technical mess. I would rather play Fallout 76 for 76 hours straight than play this. I am so confused as to why developers feel that they can release games in such a state, having amassed hundreds of millions of pounds. Like, I think the back end of 2017, it was something insane, like over $500 million in revenue that, you know, Bluehole had amassed. And you'd think that with that kind of budget, the product would start to improve. And with console releases, we would start to see a better product, a more optimized product for console. Now, we know Black Ops 4, the Battle Royale mode has taken off. It's taken people by storm, surprisingly so. And I will say that the controls on Blackout, the graphics on Blackout, the stability of Blackout, whether you're on duos, solos or quads, everything seems so much more polished and refined. So we know Battle Royale games can be optimized successfully for consoles. So why? Like, if anybody can help me, can we hypothesize in the comment section below as to why Bluehole feel that putting a game out like this with the worst anti-aliasing I have ever seen in a game, stability, frame drops, right? The other day I was streaming it. I'm never going to stream it again, but I was streaming, okay? So you tap L2, my phone's ringing, you tap L2 and you can kind of fire from the hip, you can see the crosshair, then you double tap L2 and you look down the scopes. Now I was having a problem going from the hip to the scope quick enough to make a kill. By the time that it actually, you know, the input lag had caught up, I was already dead. So, and then like I played Blackout the day after, and it was just so smooth. It was like butter just melting. It was so smooth. So I just feel that if you're one of those people, as it's the holidays and we're all going to be looking for those game sales, please don't waste your money on Battlegrounds. Please go and tweet them and just ask them why. Like, what is this? Don't listen to Dreamcast guy. Oh, it's the best port. Dude, it is not the best port at all. It is literally what, I don't even think they've optimised it for PS4. I think they've just lifted it, you know, just kind of like shadowed, you know, lifted it off the Xbox and gone onto the PS4. Now, a lot of you guys have asked, does it run better than what it did on the Xbox? Again, I played the Xbox game on launch day. I will give it credit to where credit's due. I think it does run, or it does run slightly better than what it did at launch compared to the Xbox One X. There seem to be less frame drops, there seem to be less rendering issues, still anti-aliasing was just as bad. But it was probably like 1% better. I wouldn't give it that much credit, but I just feel that I have to say this because, especially with the release of Fallout 76, from a AAA developer like Bethesda, with all that money, all that power, all that experience, all that market research, you know, Fallout 76 drops in our laps and it's a disaster from day one. You know, we get a company like Bluehole who aren't necessarily AAA. Clearly they need to hire, you know, better coders, or, you know, better sound. Even the sound is still off. Sound, you know, when the airplane comes in, it's so loud, and that was an issue on PC. Why have they got all this money, and why are they not hiring the right devs to give us the right product? Because I want to like this game. I want to get back in to Battlegrounds. But the sad thing is, I don't think I ever will. My question to you guys is, what are your experiences of PUBG? Like, what console have you played it on? Have you just stuck to the PC? Like, where does your loyalties lie, you know, at this time with a Battle Royale? Because I don't like Fortnite. I really have tried to get into Fortnite. You know, I've spent some money on the battle passes for Fortnite. I've really tried. I've done a couple of streams, and there were maybe kind of 10 minutes where I was having fun, but then it just wore on me. I don't like the graphics, but it's free to play. You know, it's stable. I mean, Epic Games have done an epic job on Fortnite. Let's face it, let's look at it objectively. They've done a stellar job, and they've created something that has changed the gaming world forever on many different levels, for streamers, for just general content creators, for critics. You know, it's been an absolute riot with the Battle Royale genre. So I will say this then, just as a little bit of, you know, a little bit of input. The 3 maps that are released with Battlegrounds on the PS4, you've got Erangel, you've got the desert map, and you've got the jungle map. The snow map is PC only, and I feel I need to get that point across, is because people were asking, you know, play the snow map, and I'm like, dude, it ain't out on this release yet, which again baffles the hell out of me. I don't know why. And also with this, you don't have the ability to choose which map. On PC you can kind of vote which map you want. On this you can't. And there was also, to my horror, a little box in the top left hand corner that basically kind of summarised, you know, if we don't have enough players, this and this mode won't be available. So are you saying that there's not that many people playing on the PS4? It would have been nice to have crossplay. I think it may have been a bit more of an enriching experience if we could have some crossplay, but Sony are quite dominant on their own games, on, you know, their own platform, so to speak, and they don't tend to want crossplay, although Fortnite now is, fortunately, well, I'm pretty sure it is crossplay now with other consoles. But it's dry. I tried the European servers to begin with, couldn't get a game. I tried the Asian servers, jumped in pretty darn quickly. I'm kind of devastated, man. I'm making this video and I can feel the devastation. I can feel it. But like I said, guys, I wanted to get it out there, just to let you guys know, stay away from it. Don't even bother waiting for patches. It's still a buggy mess on the Xbox, and that's been out for quite some time. And it's still a buggy mess on still a bit of a mess on PC. It should be a lot further on, given the fact that the revenue they've made Clearly, like I said, they need to hire better people. So I hope you found this video informative. I hope it answers a lot of questions that I've been getting on streams as to whether or not I like it or whether or not I'd recommend it. Stay away from it. Don't listen to Dreamcast Guy, and I hope you guys just have a beautiful day from here on in. We're going to be doing some retro game streams this weekend. You guys have been voting on the community tab on the channel that you want retro game streams, which is fine by me. I will say I have a bit of a problem. I can't, when I upgraded my TV, it didn't have a freaking 3.5mm headphone jack so I can listen to the sound, so that's why I tend to stall on streaming retro games, because I can't hear anything. You guys can hear everything, but I can't. But I'll put some out there for you guys nonetheless. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thump that sub button, hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one. My name is Gemma. Take care. See you soon.